Rovers make it 2 wins from 2 after beating Cardiff at Ewood Park. Fantastic stuff in the end, but it wasn't easy. And of course, Rovers doing it the hard way. I think we had a little bit of touch of lady luck today, as Cardiff did have the ball in the back of the net, courtesy of a corner. Supposedly the keeper was blocked, but it went in our favour. Of course, it hardly ever works in our favour. It feels like it never works in our favour. But Rovers getting the benefit of that luck, and of course a benefit of an unlikely goal scorer. JRC getting the goal. Could have had a couple himself though to it, with a great link-up play with Tyree Stone. Two players who I thought, were kind of you wouldn't expect them to come together to create a Rovers opening, but they did. And got ourselves the one and only goal. So kudos to them, kudos to JDT, and of course we'll roll into the next match looking good. 2 wins on the bounce, of course, up against then of course a Millwall side, which will probably have a new manager, which of course will result in a new manager bounce. We know that, but this one we needed this. We needed to get the result. We needed to get the fans back on our side. We needed to get the momentum moving in a very, very busy back end of October, early November, where the games are much winnable, more achievable anyway. Curtis, when you look back at the games against Leicester, against Ipswich, Coventry, Sunderland, teams that are going to be up in the top 6, we're now taking on teams in and around about that mid-table mark that we would imagine that will be there. But good result, we'll take it. 3 points in the bag, and we'll move on. Of course, it was a very poor performance. I'm not going to lie to you here. Rovers were very lucky to get these 3 points. Honestly, I think we probably deserved nothing out of this one. Cardiff, they didn't have too many chances, bar that goal that went in. Of course, that was fortunately ruled out from a corner. I believe Carlin Grant was blocking view or obstructing. Wildstep between the sticks, but we got away with that. Typically, we don't usually get away with those kind of things, but offside was the ruling on the field. And of course, if we have a quick look at the stats, again, these are hot off the press here. They had 11 shots compared to 9. We had more possession, but it was very congested in midfield, and Cardiff seemed to dictate the play for a vast majority of this game. Rovers didn't make too many changes as well from this lineup that started. We did see Travis come on for Sigurdsson. Actually, Ennis on for Sigurdsson, Travis on for JRC later on. But it was a sort of leggy, rusty performance. Of course, first game back from the international break. But of course, we don't wait for the next game. The next game is, of course, on I think Tuesday, where Rovers take on Millwall down London Way. I think, Tuesday. We've hardly ever played on a Tuesday. It's usually been Wednesdays, but Tuesday it is. London, of course, Millwall, and of course, Pete will be behind the microphone to talk about that game when it comes at you, of course. But this one was a big one. Of course, we did beat them 5-2 earlier in the Cup, which was fantastic. This felt very much more even keel, and Cardiff were on a high. They were flying up there in 8th, I think, pre-kickoff. And as of recording, and there are still a couple of games going on right now, I believe. Rovers are into 15th spot, level on points with Millwall, which of course will be a bit fruity because last time we did play, we were also level on points with them, with of course a small match of the playoff spot to be had. Another bit of a shit show, a lot of stuff going on around the grounds, lots of surprises, of course, comebacks this weekend in the Championship. Of course, Norwich were 2-0 up, losing to Leeds. Rovers though holding on for a big 1-0 home win. I know it doesn't feel like much, and of course maybe we on paper we should have won this one. And the form book suggests that we do like to play Cardiff at Ewood when we haven't lost against them in the last 6 matches. Now this, of course, will be the 7th game unbeaten and winning 4 on the spin. But we were very, very lucky. Let's not sugarcoat this. We came out of this. We got 3 points, but realistically, we were lucky to get those 3 points. It could have evenly been 1-1 or 0-0. Or maybe even 1-0 to Cardiff. So luck was on our side, and I think we needed a little bit of that, because I needed a little bit of tonic, a little bit of positivity, both for me personally, just to keep me in good spirits. And it is a busy old week for Rovers. Millwall next, then of course Swansea back at Ewood Park next weekend, where I'll be back right here talking about the game. But until then, guys, I'm happy. 3 points, keep on moving, back-to-back wins, and of course we'll see where that takes us next time around. Until I see you again, that's of course a big victory. I might do a review later on, but until then, subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell. Of course, I'll catch you later. And again, subscribe.